guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Larks. This is my workshop. As you can see behind me, Bugley is still up in the air. Can you see? Hang on, I'll give you a wiggle. There he is. Still up in the air. So this video is going to be basically me changing some polyflex bushes on the front. I've got a whole set, I'll go through them in a minute, but I think on this one we'll concentrate on the anti-roll bar bushes and drop link bushes. Okay? Right, so here we have a lot of polyflex bushes. What we're going to concentrate on this video is these sets here. So we've got the donut-y type ones go on the end of the anti-roll bar into the top of the drop link. Anti-roll bar bushes, 21mm on mine. There's various sizes. Check yours before you buy them. And this is the bottom of the drop links. These ones here. Also on the bench, and we're going to be doing this at the same time but as a different video because I've got an early bus. It's the what they call the drag links basically are attached to the drop links. I'll show you in a minute. Bear with me. But these are becoming apart at the same time, but I'll do them in a separate video. So these are for the front of the drag links. I'm just going to check. They call them front radius rods. Right, the front radius rods then. Also on the bench, can you see it? Let me move you a little bit. While I've got the front up in the air, going to be changing steer rack bushes. Got some nice poly ones, and seems we all got it all apart. And I know one of the rubber bushes or rubber gaiters is starting to go. I'm going to change the track rod ends because we're going to need to get it all tracked out anyway once we're finished. Right, let's have a look, see what we're dealing with. But here we are under the bus. And we're looking at what we're changing. So the first one we're going to change is that one, that rubber bush there, with that. It goes on there. As you can see, I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Bear with. That one is pretty worn. Next one we're going to change is this black one here. That one is the end link eyelet bush, which is this yellow one. That's got a squish over that one and squish in there. That one's not so badly worn. The other side's a bit more worn. And then the next bushes we got there are the anti-roll bar drop link bushes, which, try not to knock the camera, sorry, they go in there like that. What we're not doing on this video, but we'll do another video, is changing the bushes in there. Those are the front radius rod to chassis bushes. Right, I've brought them along somewhere. So they go in that gap there. The reason I'm going to take it all apart at the same time is because basically the older model of the buses is all bolted from the underside, so I'm going to have to take most of it off anyway. I don't want to take it apart twice. The later model ones have just got a rod, I think, that goes straight into the bottom arm there. So this is the difference between early and late. So again, if you're ordering poly bush kits, make sure you know what bus you've got. Okay, well we'll start by undoing the bottom nut. This is 17. There she blows. Take the bits off because we've got to reuse some of these. Some of the bits anyway. There's the rubber bush. Nice and loose. Ooh, it's a bit rusty in there. Yeah, bit tired. You see that from there? So that's that, and then I'll move you so you can see the next one is behind the bodywork. I'm just going to shuffle you. Next two, you see them? They're there. Let's move the light. Two 13mm in there. Very hard to see, sorry about this. Is that better? They're only bolts, so just rattle them off. But you'll need to hold the top. Oh, I don't want to come out. Oh well. Oh, it's because the nut's still on. What a plonker. In the pot. And then that one. I have been soaking these for a little while in easing oil. Because I've been planning this for a bit, so if you can, that helps. Ah. Oh. And that's the bracket that holds it on. And we've got to wrestle that out somehow. Hey, we got it. Right, so we got it in a vise on the bench. All I got there is just a real cheap puller kit from eBay. So just put that in. Can you see it? Sorry, I'm trying not to wobble you too much. So just clamp that up. I'm going to try and pull that off. All I've done is put a little bit of silicone spray around the bush to help it come off. So let's see if it works. So I just set up on here. All I'm going to do is wind this one down. Hopefully, you can pull that bush off. There we look. Let's see. Ooh, it's coming over. Let's go in. That's nearly it. This would be a lot easier if the rubber was warm, I'd imagine. It's rather chilly out here at the moment. So there it is. Still stuck on the puller. But let's move this off. There you go. So this was the good side. Sorry about the lighting. Excellent. Let's go for the other end. Right, so let's do the same with this side. It's a bit more wobbly. Right, now I've been watching Sam Pilgrim, and he uses the YouTube fairies to do stuff like this, so let's try it. Oh, hang on. Let's try it. There she is. Off. Now I'm glad I learnt that one from Sam Pilgrim. Thank you, YouTube fairies. Now down to these bushes. These are easy, they just slip off like that. Okay. I think I'm going to give this a bit of a clean up and maybe a paint so it's a bit smoother where the bushes run. Might make them last a bit longer, not wear, because it's not so rough. We shall see. Well, welcome back. It's been a couple of days for me, a few seconds for you, and I've painted up the bits, all in a nice lovely green. I'd like to say that I picked green because it's 1983 Caravelle 21, but it's not. It's because I had some green, and that's all I used. Some green smooth right, and it's old, but it works and it looks okay and it'll stop it rusting. So my intention to try and get this back together is get these halfway. Well, first of all, I'm going to get these in some boiling water, I think. Make sure they're nice and supple because it's freezing cold in here. Even with that thing, it's not making any difference at all. So I'm going to put that in some boiling water, put it halfway in there, and then try squish it over the end. I'll have this in the vise, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, I'll have to look at doing it a different way. Painted these up as well, and going to reuse these because they're not rotted out. They're rough, but they're adequate for underneath the bus. So, I'll show you also what the other ones came out like. So you can see that one's, you see how worn, funny shape it's worn? It's pretty bad. It's pretty ripe. All the rubbers were gone, as you would expect really. And one of the bushes inside the drop link, bush, or whatever you want to call it, sleeve, sorry, inside the drop link, I had to grind that down. So all I did was just grind it down until you can see on that bit there, I don't know if you can see it, where the tiny crack is, it starts going blue, and then you can basically, all I did was put an adjustable spanner on, wiggled it, and she cracked and slid off. So, but you might have to do that, don't know, depends how bad yours are. Right, let's put the kettle on, heat up them bushes and see if we can squish it together. Right, here we've got the drop link. I have marked it out and in because I'm stupid and will muck it up. I've got one of the old bushes. I'm just going to put that underneath to stop it going all the way through. And there's me hot bush, wherever. So I'm just going to push that one halfway in. I want it going to the inside. See if this works. I've got to get out of there without burning my fingers. Let's try it. Oh, it's nice and soft now, that's good. It's not really well pushed though. It's a fiddly. There, so we're halfway in-ish. So I'm going to try and get it over there then. I'm just going to move over to the vise. Got some of that Powerflex assembly stuff. I'm going to put a bit around the top here just to help it go on. Like I've done with warming this up, it's a bit stiff. I'll put a bit on there. I'm sure we'll make a right mess of this. Right, inside, I'm going to put that in there. See if we can get it started. We're nice and tight in the vise. I've got nice soft grip so I don't muck up my lovely new paint. Let's see. Oh. Okay. See if I can. Ha! And that honestly is the first time I've tried it. Ha! Hot water. That's the trick. So just, let's do the same for the other side. And just to show I didn't cheat, let's try doing the other one. So that's the outside, need it on that side. Ooh, hot. There. Whew. Right. Splurge some splurge in it. I've put some on the end already. Again in the vise, nice and tight, splurged. See if we can get it to go. Put that back in again. Once it's gone over, hopefully nope, he's popped out, so I'm going to have to slip him out again. So I was far too cocky the first time. This is attempt number 2 on the second one. Right, we're there again. Bit more splodgings. Let's give it another go. There. Oh. Whew. Don't get too cheeky. Right, so we're back under the bus. I've slid this underneath or over the top of the arms, and at the other end all I've done is I've zip tied it up just to help me because it was all flopping around. So next we're going to put on the bush. Oh, and light there, and the bracket. There is a tiny little divot or dimple that goes forward as far as I can tell. So we'll try it that way and see what happens. So I'm going to chuck that one on, put a load of splurge on it first, and then hopefully do it up. Let's get to it. Alright, splurge. Put a little bit inside. Right, so that goes that way, and the slot is at the back on this one. So I'll slip it over. I'm going to be in the way for a sec. Try and get at least some of the lubrication inside. Right, so that's on. It's a bit fiddly, this. Oh. Stuck. Let's move that out a bit. Might give us a bit more room to move. I didn't line this up properly beforehand, did I? That's something to take note of then. Right, so that's in the right place now, so that'll go up easier. So, divot to the front. I've cleaned up the bolts, just put a bit of copper grease on. Make it easier to come off next time, because it's bound to need to come off, and divot forward. Sorry if I'm in the way here. One. Quite awkward to get on actually, because they are quite short. See if I can get closer without kicking the camera. bit of a squish on it to get that on. That's there. Right, so we're in the right place roughly there. I'll have to adjust the other end, but I'm going to just nip that one up because I've got my tools here. So just a 13mm socket and spanner. I've got a little electric one to help me. Right, I'll do the other end and then we'll line up these. Right, next we're going to do the bottom of the drop link. This is what is significantly different on the early and the late buses. I think on the later ones this has got different arrangement and the drop link goes into that and not into this. It actually screws in as far as I remember. But this is an old one, so we're doing the old one. So little washer goes on first. It's not going to stay, but hey. And then I've splodged that up with some assembly lube that comes with it, with the bush kit. So slip that all on, and then you've got to push that down. I've lined up the other side, so it should go in. Might be a bit tight on that one. Might have to jack up the suspension to get that on. I'll try. No, I've got no chance. Right, I'll be back. Right, so I've got a jack underneath the, just got it underneath the edge of the disc, or the front part. It's not going to take much weight, just going to go up a little bit. Just enough, hopefully. So we've got the bush on there, another washer, and the nut. I'm just going to try and get it started. There she blows. I'll just rattle it up with a little gun. Perfect. All we've got to do now is repeat that bit for the other side, and then we're done. So that pretty much concludes those bushes for the anti-roll bar. All in and done up. Nice. Well, it's official. I'm a right donut. I managed to put the anti-roll bar on the wrong way around, even though I've marked it. Oh, so I've had to take it all apart and put it back on again. I was wondering why the steering arms were so close to the drop links. I'll show you. See, now that's what it's supposed to look like. And it's even got right, out, right written on it. And I'd still put it the wrong way round. Oh, what a plonker. Never mind. It's done now. Alright, thank you very much for watching our video, and I hope it's of some use to you. If you can think of anybody else who might want to watch this, why not share it with them? Please subscribe if you want to see more of the channel, and please give us a like as well, because it'll help the channel grow. Also, we've now got an Instagram account, which is Larks_workshop. I'll try and put it somewhere on the screen round, probably there I suspect. Okay, well, looking forward to see you next time. Cheers then!